the Nerd Show. Podcast Radio. She's a nerd, he's a nerd, talking about what we know. Nerd Podcast Radio. We're all nerds, we're all nerds. Buckle up, cause here we go. Nerd Podcast Radio. Welcome everybody to the Nerd Podcast Radio. Welcome everybody to the Nerd Podcast Radio.
Welcome to Nerd Podcast Radio, your nerd home away from home.
Welcome to Nerd Podcast Radio. I'm your host, Super Big Brian, and I am joined by a very special guest this morning. The podcaster formerly known as Amoeba is now the Legion of Super Podcasters. Hi, Leigh.
Hello.
That was too much, wasn't it? It was too much. It was too much.
Great.
We have the fantastic opportunity to have Uncle and Niblet time. We are controlling the show. David the About the Third is currently en route on what I only assume is basically the entire plot of either Leaving Las Vegas or that Johnny Depp movie where they do a whole bunch of drugs and the bats come out. I'll ask him what the movie's called when he gets here. I don't remember. What's the name of that movie? What's the movie with the drugs and Johnny Depp? Oh my gosh, I'm going crazy. I can't even think of the name of the journalist. My brain is going.
Is your brain not braining?
My brain is not braining. It'll pop into my head and I'll just say it in an inopportune time. Oh my God. Anyway, David is driving from Vegas and will pop into the podcast soon. And
he's coming from Vegas?
Yeah, which is appropriate because that's something you can talk about. And we're including that in the time frame of What's Nerdy with You.
Gotcha.
And then Stolas is in Chicago through New Year's. So we had an amazing opportunity this morning. I know that Erica is going to go, yeah, but we could have had a sister-brother podcast. But no, I wanted the Niblet on this morning, and the bathroom is clean, so the Niblet is allowed to be here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, it was a mess, but I had to go down there and scrub the baseboards. But it's all clean now.
Well, you had like 2 hours. I imagine that was good.
Oh, yeah, but it was still a disaster. It's no longer a disaster. It's like, I'm surprised it's not sparkling. It should be. There should be like cartoon sparkles around it.
Well, speaking of cleaning bathrooms, we got something I'm nerding completely over out. We got a steam cleaner. It doesn't really clean faster, but I think it cleans deeper. I think really it cleans deeper. You still have to kind of take your time. The nice thing about it is you don't have to bend over and scrub. You can just kind of push the button and hold it on the grout. But when you say baseboards, you have wooden floor in your bathroom?
We have tile and there's baseboards.
Oh.
No, but most of the house is wooden floor.
Well, as usual for our tradition of our show, it is right after the Christmas holiday, and we're going to talk about what was nerdy with our holidays. But first,
we're going to play everybody's favorite game, What's Nerdy with You. Everybody votes using the Mike Myler widget system.
Thank you. Thank you.
And since this is a duo episode, there's no voting at the end because we just share. We can cram David's nerdy thing in depending on when they get here. I imagine David's probably not going to get here until we're into topic because he was about a half hour away when I talked to him on the phone before we started. But as our guest, you get to go first. So what's nerdy with you? Normally it's in the last few weeks, but you did something especially nerdy that we've been trying to get you on the show for. So you get to talk about that.
I did. So I flew all the way out to Vegas so that I could go to Good Springs for the Fallout Festival. And I got all dressed up in cosplay. I brought my Minutemen flag and it was pretty awesome. And then we also went to O-Mega Mart, which was also very fun.
Oh, well, that's a whole thing, and we'll talk about that. I want to know all about that because I've only seen like TikTok videos and stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's like everything it leads you to be. It's amazing.
What was the name of the Fallout Festival?
I don't know, just the Fallout Festival.
And is it kind of like established, or is it kind of like it's in early days? Like, does it feel new and...
It's the first year it was
The
established.
first year. Okay. Those are the best years to go to a convention.
Oh yeah, they gave out Vault Boy masks. I have two of them now. I gave one away to a fellow Fallout nerd.
What was the craziest,
Oh my
really
God.
crazy cosplay you saw?
There was this guy in sorry. There was this guy in full power armor.
Oh, wow. I I will have to share pictures to Discord. I didn't come ready with them this morning because we called you kind of last minute, but I know that who did you go with before I spoil it?
I went with Papa Milton.
Yeah. And Papa Milton's actually scheduled to be on the show in our next recording, so I mean hopefully that works out. We've gotten Papa Milton on once before years ago, and we'll probably have him on soon. Uncle Melty is what I call him. But that's an old timer reference. But I thought it was so cool that you guys got to go. Erica actually originally asked me if I could do it, and it was just way too complicated to pull off right before the holidays because we would both have to fly out there. But so what you did was you flew out to California and then you guys drove out.
Yeah, no, I flew out to Vegas and he picked me up.
Oh, and then you guys just drove. Oh, okay, cool. So, oh man, that's the complication I was trying to avoid. But yeah, but he was able to drive out, which is the nice thing. I would have had to rent a car and stuff. And
Yeah, he was able to drive out, and it was very fun.
now I want to know about Megamart. So you got to
about
tell it
Megamart,
from
yeah.
the perspective of someone who doesn't know what it is. What is Megamart?
It's called O-Mega Mart, not
O-Mega Mart.
And basically it's like a grocery store, but like everything is wrong.
It's basically a front for a portal to like the dark
Like,
dimension or something.
yeah, it's like a front. It's like a grocery store where like all the stuff is like not quite right, and it's like also a front for a portal to another dimension, which is super sick. You can like go into like the back, and you can go into the portal and mess around with the employee stuff.
And there's like slides and all sorts of stuff, right?
And also there's this thing called a boop card. I actually have one. If you'll give me like 5 seconds, I can go grab it.
Well, let's pause recording and then we'll jump right back when you have it. I unpaused the recording a little early because I thought it would be fun to talk about a little tradition that Leigh and I have, well, our whole family has, where we call each other up or see each other, and every day you're supposed to say love you first first. Well, I wanted to let you listeners know that when I called this morning, I said love you first first.
Wow, bragging about your win, huh?
Yeah. And I recorded it. It's on the show. So let's see.
This is the boop card. It's
Okay.
a blue kind of credit card looking thing.
Hold it up a little longer so we can all get a good look at it. So if you want to see this thing, you can go to patreon.com/nerdpodcastradio and sign up. And that's cool. So what does it do?
So basically I scan it and it lets me do like air quotes employee things.
Oh, neat.
So basically I got to pretend to work at O-Mega Mart. It was really fun.
So O-Mega Mart, it's like a whole experience. Like you go, do you have to pay admission to get in?
Yeah, it was like $55 admission, and I had to pay like $3 for the booth card. But they do let you keep it.
It's very theme parky and like weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But I'm
cool.
pretty sure the rest of Area 15 is free.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. I've only seen stuff, and if you haven't seen stuff, look it up. It's a very wild and cool. And
I've been there. I highly recommend it too.
now, is it sort of like an escape room where they just leave you to figure stuff out on your own, and they don't tell you where to go?
Yeah, they don't tell you where to go. You could go the entire experience just in the grocery store.
So there's probably secrets that you didn't discover. Like you could go again and find more stuff.
Oh, definitely. And part of it was closed. I'm pretty sure someone got injured because like all the slides were closed. So, but I would love to go again. I actually bought this apple.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't remember his name.
Did they sell
it's like
everything in the
Mark.
grocery store?
Oh yeah, just you can buy the stuff. Yeah,
That's
just about all
nuts.
of it. So I bought a apple. I think his name was like Mark or something.
And it's a little green thing with a smiley face on it.
Yeah, the apple. Freshness is subjective. Sorry, I have the slogan memorized.
That's great.
And I wasn't able to get the actual roast beef because it just like wasn't practical. But
But you got a roast beef hat.
I did the beefiest flour in nature.
Oh, that's funny.
Sorry, nature's beefiest flour.
And it's got a little picture of like a rose with an eye which is creepy as heck.
Oh yeah, you can actually buy roast beef in the store.
What's the creepiest, like, weird thing you saw at Omega Mart?
I think the creepiest was probably the lemon rewinds because of the concept. The
Lemon
lemons, like when
rewinds.
you mess with them, it rewinds the audio, which is supposed to be like time rewinding.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm like, I don't like that. But my favorite is either Done detergent or White Lies detergent or the Seven Deadly Sins pinatas.
When you were in Vegas, were you able to see the sphere?
Oh yeah, the sphere was awesome.
Yeah, you weren't that far away from it, right?
Yeah, no, we could see it from our hotel.
It's like a big giant display.
Oh yeah, it was really bright. We went and got photos in front of it.
Oh, that's cool.
It was incredible.
Well, I'm really happy we're not in competition this morning.
Yeah, yeah. All due respect, you would lose.
Yes, for sure. And I promised you a bonus widget because you cleaned the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm winning this one.
Um,
It is an honorary win.
so I actually have a nerdy thing for Stolas to share. Because Stolas contacted me on Discord and was like, please share my nerdy thing. Stolas is into Balatro, which is a deck building roguelike poker video game.
Oh my God.
I've watched some people play it. It's supposed to be addictive. People are calling it like the best deck builder ever. My nerdy thing is actually coincidentally a deck builder roguelike. I bought Diceomancer, which is brand new, just came out, and it is a deck builder roguelike that's very, very similar to Slay the Spire, but the art style is like 2D, 3D, where you're like, it's all hand drawn and cutesy, kinda, with some weird stuff mixed in. You're like, the entire premise of the game is it's supposed to be a fishing video game, but you run into monsters. And if you beat the boss, you get to do the fishing mini game. But the twist on the deck building structure is that you can alter reality and roll dice and change any number in the screen,
Oh my God, I love that.
including the rules.
I love
If you mess with reality too much, it does affect the game. There's a purple mist that follows you and it advances, and if it catches you, the game is over. I haven't actually don't know what happens if it catches you because I haven't done that yet. But it's like it's similar to Slay the Spire in that it has 20 ascension layers. The class system is kind of weird, and the class unlocks are kind of weird. It's hard to describe. But it's a really, really interesting game. I imagine it's going to win Game of the Year because it's really, really cool. And people are talking about it like crazy. It only came out like a week ago. Other than that, I think everything else is Christmas related, so I'll save that for topic.
Every time you say Slay the Spire, my brain autocorrects to Slay the Princess.
Well, that's a good segue into our topic because we're going to be talking about what's nerdy with your holidays. And for you, the holidays kind of include your birthday.
Do they? It's like a month apart.
That's the same month as Thanksgiving and right after Halloween.
True. But that's
I
like,
know your mom basically considers you born on Halloween.
oh yeah, no, everyone basically considers me born on Halloween. A lot of my friends send me happy birthday on Halloween.
So what did I get you for your birthday this year?
Slay the Princess.
Yes.
It was awesome. I already played through my first playthrough. I'm gonna play through it again.
Haven't gotten all the endings yet, though, huh?
No, that's pretty hard to do. There's three, but like there's one that's still hidden, and the community is still trying to figure it out. But I have gotten the bad ending.
What's the bad ending if you actually save the princess?
Yeah. If we ascended to godhood. I understand that I'm not supposed to slay the princess. I'm supposed to slay the princess, but like I didn't want to.
I think that's the whole point of the game, right? It's supposed to be like, is it really right? And is she a demon or what? And it's all freaky.
Yeah.
There's some really freaky moments in that game.
Oh yeah. The race grabs your ankle, scared the crap out of me, and then I promptly threw myself into the abyss. Oh hey!
Hello.
It is David the drive from Vegas was probably good.
Yeah, not too bad. I made it. I didn't break any major traffic laws, didn't cause any road incidents.
That sounds like a lie, but okay.
So
It's not.
I'm looking at David's background chosen for this episode.
That's the one
Now
from
before
last
you
time.
share, I want Leigh. I want to see if Leigh knows what is that. Do you know?
Oh, no clue.
No,
No.
no. If you want to see David's background, you can do so at patreon.com/nerdpodcastradio and join on our even more nerdy tier, and you can see our video of our episodes. But
Yep.
David, you want to share what that is?
Sure, it's an alternate art from one of the art books of the two main female protagonists from Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not one of the things I'm into.
Nope, wrong way. There we go.
Neon Genesis Evangelion is a little bit before your time, but it's a cool thing to watch.
I'm sure my dad would know.
Yeah.
No, I would recommend it. It's a history of anime.
How old are you
It's
now?
good.
17 as of last November.
Okay, then yeah, you're fine.
You're fine. Yeah, I
Yeah,
would
it
have
was-
recommended it.
It was my baptism to anime. That was the first anime I was ever shown.
Yeah, my baptism anime was a little bit more inappropriate. I was introduced with Ninja Scroll when I was like 13.
Oh, jeez.
I was
Okay.
baptized into anime with Pokemon Indigo League when I was
Yeah,
like,
see that's not edgy or
I know.
dark or in this case existential crisis causing.
I would call Neon Genesis Evangelion kind of edgy.
Well, okay, the way
it gets deep, it gets adulty.
the way the series ended, they ended it that way because they ran out of money. They then did the movie, The End of Evangelion, and holy.
not one day.
And if you want to see the cat that Leigh is cuddling, you can go to patreon.com/nerdpod. Nah, I'm done. I'm done.
All right,
Erica's not here to yell at me.
So what I miss?
We finished What's Nerdy with You. We started topic. Leigh went to the Fallout Festival and O-Mega Mart.
How was that?
Oh my god, it was amazing.
Awesome. I've been to O-Mega Mart too. That's cool.
Oh my god, Omega Mart is so cool.
Did you find all the hidden areas?
I found a bunch of them, but probably not all of them.
I think there's like 9 or 10 of them.
Yeah.
And Stolas shared that they're playing Balatro, which is a poker roguelike deck builder.
Say that again slowly.
Poker roguelike deck builder.
Thank you. Okay. That's not what it sounded like the first time you said that.
Poker
So,
roguelike deck builder. Poker roguelike deck builder.
yeah.
Um,
No.
And then I've been playing Diceomancer, which is a meta deck builder with lets you alter reality while you're playing the game. It's
Fun.
really, really new. It just came out.
Awesome.
What was nerdy with you?
Well, let's see. I spent the last 2.5 days in Vegas hanging out with my buddy Grant and a couple of our other buddies and doing some gambling and eating some good food and driving.
Won money, broke even.
I'm up. I was up almost 800 by the end of the weekend.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I played some poker last night and I turned 400 into almost $1,000.
And then Leigh shared what I bought him for his birthday.
It
Slay
was
the
Slay the Princess.
Oh, cool.
And that was it. So our topic is what was nerdy with your holiday. So I guess we're done. Oh, I haven't shared anything yet.
All right, let's see how it is.
Well, you went to Vegas, so we're done, right?
That was after. I mean, the rest of the holiday, I went to my mom's house and had dinner with them, and
I got Pokemon Shining Diamond. I'm normally better. No, Pokemon something Diamond, Brilliant Diamond, something like that. I don't know. I just call it Pokemon Diamond remake.
oh, okay.
For Christmas. What about you, Uncle Brown?
I got really, really surprised on Christmas where my brother-in-law and mother-in-law bought me a new set of stereo headphones and
Nice.
a mixer board, respectively.
Nice.
My mother-in-law actually bought me a mixer board, which is amazing.
Yeah, I saw that pic. That looks cool.
I did play. It's plugged in, and I played around with it this morning, but it's not working. And I think it's because I have to plug it into the audio input, and
Yeah.
I didn't. Because it's plugged into USB, so it has power, and I think it only gets power from USB.
Probably. Then we got to program some sick drops in it.
Yeah, it's got effects and loopbacks, and it's got a soundboard I can program. So
Yeah, it's a soundboard. Oh,
yeah.
program in the Patreon thing.
So
oh, Leigh, you're evil. I love it.
yeah, I also need to program the butt first.
Oh,
I
that's
think it
good.
would be funny if I just programmed in butt first, but didn't program in
Yeah, just the butt first.
the game part.
That's good. Oh, that's funny.
And it came with a microphone, which it's an XLR mic, which I'm holding up on the camera, which you can view at patreon.com/nerdpodcastradio. But it's an XLR mic, and it doesn't have a USB mic input. So I don't know how that would work.
Oh, is it a regular mic cable or a 3.5 or?
It's a regular XLR mic with
Okay.
an audio plug-in.
Well, I'm sure that
but-
plugs directly into the soundboard.
But it has two mic plugs, so I can get another XLR mic, but my Yeti is USB, so maybe there's an adapter for Yeti or USB to XLR.
I'm sure there is.
But right now, I still have the headset plugged into the speakers. I have the headphones isn't really exciting. It's just the same studio headphones I have,
Oh,
which
nice.
are Sony MDR 7506s. Basically what these do is they flatten audio. So they're not good for listening to music, but they're great for podcast stuff. So I don't get when I edit the show, I run what's called a compressor on the audio, which takes all the volume levels and flattens them. Well, when I'm listening to the show, I get that in my headphones. So when I'm talking with you guys, I don't hear people louder than others, but I can see my little readouts that says if someone's peaking or something like that. But it's good because then when I edit, I can listen and go, okay, this sounds like it sounded like when I did it.
Yeah. See, I have a gaming headset. It actually has an additional mic I don't use.
I don't have a headset.
To give you an idea of some of the crazy stuff I have when it comes to the podcast is I literally have a speaker, which is it's a speaker that's the same kind of speaker that's in most people's cars. And I use that to listen to the podcast real quick to see if the audio is okay. So I don't have to go out to the car.
Yeah, man, back in my screeching days, didn't think you flattened the audio.
You don't sound much different than you did before. The screeching was on purpose. It's not just how you sounded.
No, I know. The screeching was just reaction.
Yeah.
But it's loud.
I mean, other than that, let me think. I'm sure there was more, but let's move on to someone else. Let's ask David. You get anything cool?
I got my usual gifts from my mom, which are awesome. You know, clothes that I don't have to buy myself. So yay.
There.
And then
My mom literally bought me 6 pairs of pants.
nice. Now I got a new pair of pants. I got some new t-shirts. I got some new under things, new socks, new belt. Never complain about getting clothes.
Oh, yeah. Those are
My
great.
brother-in-law gets these pants called, I'm going to pronounce it wrong. It's a hunting company. It's like QU or something like that.
Okay.
And he suggested that my mom get me those. And my mom was like, I'm not spending $150 on a pair of pants. So she found the Wrangler version of those pants. And they're like regular work pants that operate as cargo pants, but don't look like cargo pants.
I'm sorry, does Aunt Heather have a brother, or are you talking about my dad?
I'm talking about Aunt Heather's brother.
Oh, I didn't know she had a brother.
Yeah. And my brother-in-law. And then what else? Yeah, pants. What about you, Leigh?
Well, as I've already mentioned, I got the Pokemon Diamond remake.
Yeah, you're a kid. People still give you stuff.
Yeah. I got a Dungeon Meshi hoodie from Papa Milton and an RPG shirt. Just says there's no party like an RPG party because an RPG party never stops.
I saw that. That's cool.
Good.
I got some binders, which were great. I got a big giant blanket hoodie.
Nice.
It was mostly clothes this year too. Some pants, and I got this little dragon hatching from an egg.
Cool.
Nice. My whole thing with the holidays is we have this like wish list pressure thing when people are like, last year there was like this blow up over my wish list. Like, you have all these lists and all this stuff, and I don't know what you actually want. And I literally had to have the conversation with my relatives of every single one of those things. And that landed me with the metal giraffe paper towel holder, which I love.
Nice.
And that came this year. And I was so happy because it has been on my wish list forever. I went to my holiday party for work and just happened to randomly get a prescription bottle coffee mug that had been on my wish list forever through the gift
Nice.
exchange, just
cool.
coincidentally. What are your what are you know what? I don't know this. I don't know this, Leigh. What are your Christmas and Christmas traditions?
We have reindeer names. That's about it. We don't.
What's reindeer names?
So at Mammoth, we each assigned a secret reindeer name so that no one peeks at their presents. It was from when Mom and Uncle Dustin were little. And it just like stuck around.
That's neat.
Hmm.
Do you guys do stockings? I did that when I was a kid.
In my stocking, it was really outside the stocking, but it was with my stocking. I got this massive Pikachu,
Nice.
Squishmallow in a little winter hat, and I got some Pokemon action figures.
David, you would appreciate this. My stocking once had a map to where to find my Nintendo Entertainment System.
What the hell? My video shut off randomly. That was weird.
I thought that's awesome.
Sorry, one more time?
My stocking once had a map of the house to where to find my Nintendo Entertainment System. I think you have to fix your plug or something.
Why does my video keep turning off? That makes no sense. All right.
If you want to see David's technical problems, you can go to patreon.com/nerdpodcastradio. Erica's not here. I can say that as many goddamn times as I want.
We should get a counter. We should get a counter going. How many is that now? 3 since I've been here.
Like 5.
Nice.
And we have a 17-year-old on the show, so we don't have to have a language filter anymore.
Ding.
I mean, yeah,
Random
I'm
ding.
17.
Yeah. So fucking A, 17-year-old on the show.
God, I feel old now. Okay.
Is that the first time you've
sorry.
actually heard me drop an F-bomb?
I have never heard you drop an F-bomb in my life.
You've listened to
17
the
years.
show.
Damn right. Fucking A.
17 years, and I have never heard you swear.
You've heard me swear on the show before.
They don't listen to the show. Come on.
That's
I
true.
did not listen to the show.
You just don't
never
remember
heard you swear
listening to the show
online.
because you used to listen to it pretty often when you were younger, and the show's been, this is like our, 8th or 9th year or some crazy thing like that. So there are years of the show where you were small. I think you were
used to follow the
11
show
or
on Spotify.
12 the first time you were on the show.
Yeah,
I think so,
I
yeah.
was.
Yeah, the history of Nerd Podcast Radio. One of these days, we'll have to get Leigh to get interested in audio editing and put together a compilation for us.
Hee
It's listening to hundreds of hours of show, and
I
then
want you to know that if I do make a compilation, 90% of it will be of shrieking.
that would be funny. We'll do the Leigh shrieking compilation. It would be like listening to the compilations of dying horse sounds in Minecraft.
It would not be pleasant.
Oh, somebody go through our show history, find all the Leigh shrieking, and then make a resource pack for Minecraft and have it be the shrieking sound if you kill a horse.
Oh, good God.
Oh my God, that'd be awesome.
We have some resource pack creators that listen.
Oh yeah, someone could do that. That'd be amazing.
That would be funny.
I think I would use that resource pack.
You guys have a holiday tradition that I got to experience once. I went to visit on Samhain, and they had a nice little holiday dinner for Samhain. Do you guys still do that?
Us?
Yeah, you still do the Samhain dinner, the Halloween?
Oh yeah, we still have Halloween dinner. Sorry, I didn't know it was called Samhain. Mom's always.
Am I pronouncing it wrong? I might be pronouncing it wrong. David, am I pronouncing it wrong? You're familiar with it, aren't you?
Nope. No idea.
I think it's pronounced Samhain.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
I know it's spelt Samhain, which is not how it's pronounced.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah, we still have dinner. Speaking of dinner, hang on. We still need to have
Samhain.
my birthday dinner.
You guys are supposed to have a birthday dinner?
We still haven't had my birthday dinner. It's been like a month.
That's cool.
That's the thing
Maybe
about being
they're-
an adult. Sometimes scheduling just doesn't work out. You got to put stuff off for a while.
Oh, hi. Sorry, person walked in. You want to come say hi?
Sure. My hair's a mess.
That's fine. No, only
The rusty nail and a Slayer shirt. Oh no, who is that?
That's Leia.
Hi.
River now,
Hello.
right?
River, yeah.
Hi, River.
Hello.
Hello.
All right.
I thought it was your dad.
I mean, all right, you know what?
Yeah, you forgot. They forgot a hairbrush.
So who is that?
That's my cousin River.
Oh, okay.
That's mom's brothers. That's not Uncle Brian.
Got it. Okay. Oh, so you said cousin. I was like, oh, okay, they're family.
Is
Gotcha.
Dustin's kid?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never met River before. Neat.
Mhm.
Off camera totally sounded like your dad. Regional accent.
I mean, that's who I thought it was when you
Yeah.
first started. I was like, oh, all right. Yeah,
As
it's up,
soon
Rusty.
as soon as he bent it down, I was like, oh no, that's a kid.
Yeah, it's not Rusty.
He is like 18 or 19.
Yeah, but I'm almost 40. You're always going to be a kid to me.
I know.
So,
And I'm going to be 46 in a few months. So
What?
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, he's old.
I'm
isn't he,
sorry,
right?
you're all still 20 to me.
you don't remember when I was 20.
Mom used to be like 20, like 5 something. I don't know. But when I was like 5, she told me how old she was, and I was like, oh, that's not that old. Now she's forever that age to me, because time has no meaning.
When you were 5, what year would it have been?
Mom was like 30 when I was 5, and but I think I asked her before her birthday, so it was
What
like
year were you born?
2007.
2007.
Oh.
So when you were
I'm
5,
feeling old.
when you were 5,
Oh.
it would have been 2012-ish.
I was
No, it would have been
21.
2011 because you'll have
David,
a
are you
November
all right
birthday.
over there?
No, that hurts.
So
Fucking
I would have been, when you were 5, I would have been 32.
Yeah, here's what happened. I assumed you were about Mom's age. Like you are, but like
I'm only like 2 years
like-
older than her.
I
Oh,
know.
you know what they say when you assume
My
things.
my mom's 40. Wait, how old is my mom?
I don't know, 2 years
She's
younger than
like
me.
41.
You know what they say when you assume things.
So 4 years younger than me. Like a lot, yeah.
Yeah, so I assumed you guys were like the same age because all of my friends were like my same age. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
I
you guys
think-
are friends and you guys are siblings, so you guys must be the same age.
Yeah, I think she was born in 82. So yeah, big difference.
Yeah,
I was born in
she's-
79.
She's 4 years older than I am, so I was born in 86.
How old are you, David?
I'm 38.
Yeah, hasn't reached the 40ish,
Nope.
40 part yet.
No, I haven't got into my midlife crisis yet.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy how long we've all known each other because when I mean when I met David, I was in my period of lost youth where I was doing all my gaming stuff instead of working. But then when I met Special Mikey, he was 18 and I was in my 20s.
I'm gonna be 20 in like 3 years.
Yeah, you sure are.
Yep.
And
Enjoy
as
it
you
while it
go
lasts.
on, the time goes fast. I would keep like milestone journals because milestone journals come in handy. They're nice. Like just any kind of journaling will come in handy because time starts going fast before you realize it. Journals help slow it down.
Who's
It all
that?
it all has to do with your perception of things, and when you're young, you tend to look more to the next day and the next day. When as you get older, you look more to things you do once a week or things that happen every month or so, and that's how you tell time is passing. Is
One of the things that's interesting about this show is it shows nerds' journeys in getting older. And when I was younger and we started the show and we talked about what it means to be a nerd, it's all about obsessions and pop culture and different kind of things you're really, really fixated on and into. When you get older, being a nerd also has to do with holding on to things from when you were younger.
what was the penny arcade joke? When I was a child, I thought like a child and acted like a child. Then I grew up and had to put away my childish things until I got where I was moving and unpacked them again.
If you want to see my cat sleeping in the corner, go to Nerd Podcast Radio Patreon.
And
Glorious.
that's a different cat than you were holding before.
It's the same cat.
Oh, it's the same cat. The lighting's
If you
different,
wanna
closer
see
to
if
the
it's
computer.
the same cat or not, you can go to patreon.com/Nerd
Oh man.
So back to holidays.
Sorry, I don't
What-
have it memorized.
I got a
like my brain
question
does.
for the table, and whoever wants to chime in with this.
I mean, table's an inanimate object. It's not going to talk.
What is, when you think of a nerdy present that you have given or received, what do you think of first?
That
The
one time.
dozens of Pokemon games. we'll see.
That one time I wrapped up a rhino for Special Mikey for his birthday.
I didn't
just
know
gave him
about that.
I gave him the sprues for to build a rhino. 'Cause I didn't have anything else. I was like, here, have a rhino.
What's a rhino?
Warhammer 40K. It's a Space Marine vehicle.
Oh, I'm like picturing a statue of a rhinoceros wrapped up.
No.
I also
So it was-
think of.
Let
Think of
David
what?
finish, and then you
Think of what?
can talk
Yeah,
in.
let him get it finished.
Oh, I'm done. Think of what?
Oh, okay. I also think of my 11th birthday party, the entirety of it. It was all Pokemon themed. The cake was Pokemon, the decorations were Pokemon, everything, because I've just always been obsessed with Pokemon.
When I was 6, I think it was, I had a Ninja Turtle themed birthday party.
Nice. I don't know how much you guys know about Pokemon, but what's your favorite Pokemon?
I don't really follow Pokemon. I don't have
My
one.
favorite Pokemon. Well, it's probably Mewtwo, just because it's like edgy and cool.
That's that one with the balls you throw at things, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My favorite Pokemon is Mimikyu.
I said my favorite Pokemon is Mewtwo, and you said that's the one with balls that you throw at things, and I imagine this Pokemon hucking its testicles.
I guess that's one way you could go with it, sure.
It's a new kind of Pokemon. His name is Torsion. And he said he just sounds like he's in horrible pain when he says it. He's like, Torsion!
Oh, that's messed up. The fuck, Brian? The fuck?
It's your fault.
Hey, David, how many Patreon plugs do we have?
I think that we're up to 6 or
goodbye.
7 now. I don't have a counter. I don't have a ding button. I need a soundboard for that.
We will have it once I figure it out. Well, I have the extra audio cable here, but I'm not going to unplug my speakers and plug it in to try it.
Pussy.
I love how the audio cable is called on the label a podcasting cable.
Ah, that is funny.
It came with two. What does the other one say? Podcasting cable. They're just audio cables.
Yep, but they're trying to sell it to a podcasting audience, so they want to brand it all special.
But it's a 4-channel board, so that's cool.
Sweet.
Yes, Louis?
Cute.
Sorry, someone said Louis, and I was like, oh, yeah, raise the cat. His name is Louis.
So, I don't know. For me, when I think of nerdy gifts I've received, I made a rule years ago that I would never buy pop figures. I'd only get them as presents.
Fair
And
enough.
I've gotten some good ones, but the one that really pops into my head is right here. It's on its own shelf. It's my Deadpool in pajamas pop.
Nice.
I have a Bob Ross Deadpool too that I really like, and they were both gifts in like consecutive years.
My favorite pop figure I've got the life-size Baby Yoda.
I have also never bought a pop figure in my life, but I have received them. I've got 2 of them. I've got the Soul Survivor and Dogmate.
Leigh, do you own any swords?
I own a couple plastic swords.
What about you, David?
Like actual metal swords?
Or replica?
You want to see
or-
the sword? My dad's got some right up here. I can show you.
Personally, no, I don't. I have a couple of knives for my Ren Fair costume, and I've got some foam swords that are actually like whackers. So
Well, there's like the sword guy nerd category, which I don't consider myself, but I have swords.
You do.
I
You
have-
got a lot of swords.
I have a box of swords in the garage, which are ones that were gifts, but I'm particular, so that's cool. Is it sharp or blunt?
I don't know.
Well,
can't you tell from looking at it?
No, I don't know that much about sharp things.
take
Well,
a piece of paper and touch the blade with it. And be very careful because even if it's blunt, it can still cut you. So Leigh came back with a sword,
It cut the paper, kind of.
and I allowed this to happen.
So if it's only kind of, then it's not a sharpened edge.
Yeah, that's a decorative.
Yeah, it's decorative.
But I would like you to hold it up closer to the camera so I can get a good look at it. And I would like you to hold the handle because that's what I'm most interested in. What's that carving at the end? Is that a snake or a
dragon.
dragon?
Looks like a
Oh,
dragon.
And
that's really
there's
cool.
also a lightsaber katana up there.
Nice.
Oh, I like that.
Grabbed the dragon because I prefer dragons. To,
So-
like, I'm not
All
Star
right,
Wars.
let's do this.
Oh boy.
If you want to see our swords, Patreon.
Ding.
So this is it's a little big to hold up in front of the camera. So this is real. This is practical, but this is a manufactured like starter practical. And this is sharp.
Yeah. Well, I subscribe to the Stan Smith school of karate and martial weapons. Guns beat karate every time.
But I'm actually going to show this. I'm going to show this to camera. I don't know if you can see because of the reflectiveness of it. Well, Leigh, come on back. I want you to see
I'm
this.
putting up the sword.
Okay. So, I got my piece of paper. I don't know if this will cut. This is sharp, but I use this, so it hasn't kept too much of an edge. See, most of the time when you have sharpness in a practical blade, the sharpness isn't a like razor sharp edge because it's all about getting the edge quickly through things. So I use this to do mat cutting so you can see the irregularities on the blade from where it is. And if you know what a tatami mat is you get these rolled up mats and you wet them and you can cut through them, and it's quite a neat sport to do. But that's my nerdy sword thing. But I had friends that were sword guys and always thought being a sword guy was kind of lame. But my sword guy friends gave me lots of them, and they're like super decorative, and I have practical, and that's my only sword that I consider my sword. I do have a practice like decorative sword that a sensei gifted me that I used to use in practice, but then I got the nice one.
Speaking of nerdy weapons, I also have this. It's my dad's.
Oh, that's cute.
Samaritan from Hellboy.
And you could do like
There we
you
go.
could do like
There's my Ren Fair blade.
cosplay.
It's very
That's
nicely
Damascus steel.
Oh yeah.
I've got my knife somewhere. I don't know where it is.
It is quite sharp.
Full
The bullets are
the sword I
removable.
showed is full tang. I do have a rat tail sword that I've used for practice.
Yeah.
And then I have a tie sword that I'm not going to take down because
Yeah,
it's
so-
dangerous.
That is my Ren Fair peace tie cutter. That's what I wear in my Ren Fair costume.
One thing I've always wanted was butterfly swords because I was a big fan of the Ninja Turtles in the 80s when Raphael had where the comic books, the Ninja Turtles would use different weapons. They wouldn't always use the weapons from the cartoon, but Raphael actually used butterfly swords, and I always thought butterfly swords were really cool.
I think they're illegal in California.
I know butterfly knives are illegal here. Speaking of which, I used to own one.
Speaking of things that are illegal in California, I have a gift that I wanted really hard. I don't have it in this room, and I'm not going to run and get it, but my brother-in-law gave me an asp a few Christmases ago, and I love it. I practice with it. An asp is a retractable baton, and it is the reason why it is illegal in California is because it's a very dangerous concealed weapon, and they're often used in crime.
They're law enforcement use only. If you're caught with one and you're not law enforcement or security, you get in trouble for it.
Yeah, like big trouble.
I think my mom confiscated my butterfly knife.
For good reason.
Got me a new knife a legal knife to replace it.
I'm surprised that they're not legal in Texas because everything is legal out there.
I know, right?
Well, I mean, you can't shoot it at anybody, so.
So I do have one more thing to bring up before I hand the table over to someone else. And that one thing is, David, tell me about what that one thing is, because I can't think of it right now.
Movies. We were talking about movies.
Oh.
And how the one thing is movies, and how David's seen the Sonic movie 3, which I'm going to be seeing later today.
Yeah, I saw it on Friday with Grant. It's great. It's a good movie. It wasn't as good as 2, but it was still good.
Do you guys have movie traditions for holidays?
No, I don't have any movie traditions, but my girlfriend saw it in theaters the other day.
What movie?
Sonic 3.
Sonic 3. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen 1 or 2.
You're missing out. They're actually pretty good. They're actually pretty good.
I've heard they're all good.
Yeah.
I've seen 1. I still need to watch 2 before 7 p.m. tonight.
Yeah. Well, 2 has Idris Elba in it, and it's about Knuckles and Tails that join the team.
Oh, yay, Tails! She's one of my favorites.
Yep. And then number 3 is about
Hedgehog.
Shadow the Hedgehog, who's voiced by Keanu Reeves.
Of course.
I saw Red 1, which was surprisingly amazing.
I was gonna say I've heard interesting things about it.
It was absolutely amazing. It was
I wanted
really good.
I wanted to see the movie about the Rohirrim, the Lord of the Rings movie, but that wasn't playing at the theater I was staying at, unfortunately. So
it's neat that got made.
Awesome.
It's like it's Studio Trigger made it.
I think so.
Yeah.
I love the meme going around of J.R.R. Martin saying Gandalf shouldn't have come back, and I'm sorry, I thought it was Tolkien that wrote the Lord of the Rings, not Martin.
I'm not much of a Lord of the Ring person, so I got no clue what you're talking about.
You're missing out.
I know, but it's not my cup of tea.
Fair enough.
I'm not really into it, but I've watched the movies and stuff, and I read a couple of the books.
I have watched the movies when I was like 5.
One of my favorite memories of all time is going to see The Hobbit Part 1 with your mom.
That tracks.
Yeah. I loved it.
The Hobbit when you got one right there.
Now, one of my favorite was before they released The Hobbit, Fathom Events had a all-day. They actually released the extended editions in theaters for one time only, and it was an all-day event. It started at 10 o'clock in the morning, and it went till about 2 o'clock at night. And they played the extended edition. So it was 3.5 hours for the Fellowship. Then there was a half-hour break. Then it was 4 hours for Two Towers. And there was a half-hour break. And it was 4.5 hours for Return of the King. Because they played the extended versions with all the extra scenes and stuff. It was really cool. Because it was the first time it had ever been released in theaters with the extended editions.
I don't know if I told you guys, but I actually finally did see Die Hard.
Oh, cool. What'd you think?
It was good. We watched it on Christmas a year or two ago, I think.
Damn right you should have. It is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I don't care what Bruce Willis says.
I thought it was good. It was neat watching it now because it was like I could see all the different tropes that it invented.
Yeah, it was genre defining. It helped define the modern action film. Because before then, all action films were filled with muscleheads. You know, your Stallones, your Schwarzenegger. Yes, your Stallones, your Schwarzeneggers, I can't think of the name. And then along comes Bruce Willis, a TV actor, playing John McClane in Everyman.
My favorite Die Hard movie is White House Down. I love it. White House Down's great.
I haven't seen it.
David, you didn't like White House Down?
I'm not going to dignify that point of view with a response.
What's bad about it?
It's not a Die Hard movie, so shut the fuck up.
How is it not?
It's not a Die Hard movie.
The genre.
No, it's not.
My favorite Christmas
It's
movie
Die Hard in the White House.
My favorite Christmas movie is The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Good movie.
I love this argument that how is it not?
It's not. It might be loosely inspired by it, but it is not, in fact, one of the Die Hard movies. There are five of them.
It is not one of the Die Hard movies, but
then don't call it one.
I'm referring it to as Die Hard as the genre.
Okay, fine. Speed's Die Hard on a bus. Speed 2's Die Hard on a boat.
Yeah, White House Down is Die Hard in the White House.
Okay, what about the other one? Olympus Has Fallen. Which was effectively the same movie that was released like less than a month later.
I watched a little bit of it and I walked out because it was dry.
Effectively the same fucking movie.
Except in White House Down, it becomes a buddy cop comedy with the president, which I liked.
Get the popcorn, folks. This debate's getting heated.
Can you define is there a official Die Hard movie that you would not call a Die Hard movie because they just took a different plot and slapped the name on it?
Number 5, the last one, was clearly not a Die Hard movie, and they wrote it into one.
Was that one of the ones with Kevin Smith in it?
It was the one based in Russia where they end up at Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. It didn't need to be made. He goes to Russia to save his son, who's a CIA operative or something. It's like, come on, guys. They're trying to make a Bourne movie and they turned it into Die Hard.
I think the first three are sort of the original of Die Hard.
Absolutely.
Like the first three are all really good.
And 4 was good too, but they put it out 15 years after 3. So
I think
but it was still fun.
What's the
They're coming out with a second Black Phone movie.
What's the what?
I'm looking up the movie where Frank Sinatra played John McClane.
What?
It was the book so Die Hard was based on a book, and it was the sequel to another book, and Frank Sinatra played John McClane in the first one.
Oh, I didn't even realize the first one got made into a movie. Interesting.
Yeah, Frank Sinatra was actually offered the role of John McClane in Die Hard before Bruce Willis.
Well, yeah, but that's because they were contractually obligated to offer him the role. He had the option of first refusal on every role that came in.
Yeah, The Detective, 1968 film.
Okay, then the sequel to it was I forget the name of it. Nowhere to Run or something like that. I don't remember what it's called.
They're making a second Black Phone movie. I really liked the first one.
A second what?
Black Phone.
Oh, I'd heard about that. I saw Black Phone with Leigh.
Huh.
Yeah, it was amazing. I loved it.
Black Phone was good. Well, I did not think I was going to like it. It was really good, but it has Ethan Hawke in it, and that's probably why.
I don't know who that is.
Ethan Hawke was the guy who played the bad guy in Black Phone.
Oh, yeah.
I think my favorite of the recent Christmas movies would have to be Violent Night with David Harbour playing Santa.
Oh, I liked it, and the sequel's coming soon.
I know. It's literally Die Hard meets Home Alone meets Christmas.
I was just shocked at how good it was.
Surprised Leguizamo.
I watched it because of you.
That was a great movie. I loved it.
I have not seen that movie yet.
It's rated R for a good reason.
You could almost... I think you could you're
I
old
mean,
enough
you're
now,
17,
so-
you can see it now, but yeah, it's a good one.
No, I think I would think you would like Violet Knight because it gets into like the Santa mythology and makes him kind of a Viking warrior.
Mhm.
I mean, I can watch rated R stuff. I saw Deadpool and Wolverine.
That was fun.
I know, right? I love that movie.
The Like a Prayer thing gave me goosebumps. It was so good.
I watched that movie like 3 times actually, twice in theaters and one on a Discord movie night.
I would love to see what they cut from it, or like the stuff that didn't end up in it, like Nick Cage playing Ghost Rider and stuff like that would have been incredible. Yeah, I saw some of the concept art for like
I just
Ben
love having
Affleck playing Daredevil and
I just loved having Chris Evans in it, not as
Captain America.
That's like, oh no, he's the Human Torch. Okay, yeah, nice, because he was.
I didn't see The Gray Man because I'd heard bad things, but then I recently saw clips from The Gray Man where Chris Evans plays the douchiest villain ever, and now I want to see it.
Nice.
My brother-in-law's listening to The Gray Man books right now, and it's making me interested in checking those out.
Nice. Okay, cool.
I don't know what the Gray Man is.
It's like a CIA mission, a Black Ops type of thing.
So they're coming out with a new Mission Impossible movie, claiming that it's the final one.
It's called Mission
No, the final
Impossible.
one.
We finally killed Tom Cruise in a stunt.
No. No, it's called the new one coming out. What the fuck's it called? The Final Reckoning is the new one.
I mean, he got really hurt on the last one.
It's not the
Yeah.
final one.
I know, but he's a Scientologist, so it doesn't matter.
You watch the last Mission Impossible movie, you can see the point where he breaks his ankle, and it's like, oh God.
Yeah, but he literally like walks off on it and continues the scene, and that's
He's a
the
good actor.
That's the cut they used. But yeah, it's unfortunate that everything he's in is tainted with the mask of Scientology getting waved around. So I try not to give them money by giving him money. So
Now, are you the same way with Travolta?
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I lived in the town where the headquarters is, and it's a scary place.
Oh, Gold Base.
Yeah, with the black vans.
Yeah, I don't want to say too much or they might come after us.
Yeah, I think we're relatively safe with the amount of people that are saying things nowadays.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
So, I'm
I don't actually know what Scientology is.
Good. You're better off for not.
We'll talk about it another time. The holidays are an interesting nerdy time because of presents and traditions and stuff we do.
Yes.
But we're gonna close off this episode. If you want to listen to our bonus episode, we're gonna talk about more about holiday traditions. You can go to patreon.com/nerdpodcastradio. Ding.
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 Making it a short one today.
Like
Okay.
9 times now.
Yeah, 9 or 10. Who's counting?
Oh, because Leigh and I started on time. We started at 11, so I'm gonna give us a little time for the bonus episode. In the new year, we're gonna do an episode. We're gonna talk a little bit more about what we're gonna do. I'm definitely gonna get this soundboard working, but one of the things I'm going to do on the bonus episode is I'm going to try plug it in and see what happens.
Nice.
So we'll see. So I've been Super Brian. I'm joined by the Legion
Oh, wait, that can't be me. Bye.
and David the.
Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.
Stay nerdy, stay informed, and stay awesome.
Stay awesome.
Thanks for listening to our nerd show. Podcast Radio.